What's up guys, welcome to another video about the Ray-Ban Meta smart glasses. Now I have this thing attached to to my hat here, which is the DJI mic, so that you can hear what I'm hearing with the voice assistant for Meta. The speakers are kind of like right by my ear, so hopefully you'll be able to hear what I can hear, which is of course nothing right now. But I just kind of wanted to make a longer video, just kind of rambly off the cuff about my thoughts of these glasses now with some of the updates, just to let you see some more of the features and hear some of the features with the AI assistant and stuff like that. So we are here in the UK and some of those features have come a little bit later. We're on the version, I think 11 of the firmware is the most recent one that I've just updated. And I'm noticing some interesting things about it so far. It's added a feature where you can use the glasses to call a vision assistant, so one of your contacts. I assume then it will do a kind of WhatsApp video call and the other person can help you see what you're looking at. So if I couldn't see very well, I would ask Meta to call my friend or whatever, video call, and I say, hey, the example they used is a thermostat. What's the thermostat set at? You would kind of think that the AI would be able to do that anyway. There's been some quirky things, like I just asked it to take a photo and it said that it couldn't do it. Or no, I asked it what I was looking at, sorry, and it couldn't really tell me. And let's see if it can do it now. Hey Meta, what am I looking at right now?
I'm a voice and the assistant. I can't help with this kind of request.
I thought you could.
I can only play music from Apple Music.
And for some reason the voice has gone all weird with this update. I don't know what is going on, what sort of voice it is. They said they added celebrity voices. Let's go into the app and see what we can do. Let's go on here. So these are the options, which are slightly frustrating for the music because I use YouTube music and YouTube music is not to be found on here. But let's go to some of the other settings. Let's go and find Meta AI. Let's look at language and voice. And so far we have Atlas. Let's see what Judy is. Oh, this is Judy Dench.
Here's one of the voices you can choose.
What?
Always change it later in settings.
Okay, so Judy Dench sounds a bit odd. Clover. Let's see what Clover sounds like.
Here's one of the voices you can choose. You can always change it later in settings.
Okay. So celebrities are supposed to be available. I don't see any celebrities. Hey Meta, what can you do?
You can choose from 3 different wake sounds.
Okay, so this is a bit weird. I actually think that the Meta AI was working a lot better when I first got it and was using the American version. For some reason it's really weird now. Will it take a photo though? Hey Meta, take a photo. Okay. Let's see how that turned out. Oh, it just notified me. Let's try that again as I go through this fence. And I look like a weirdo with this thing on my face. Okay, it should show up on my phone directly afterwards. It gave me a notification. Okay, ready? Hey Meta, take a photo. All right, so let's see if it's now on my phone. No, ah yeah, Meta view. Ah, there you go. Oh, it's very blurry. That's odd. Maybe that's because it's the preview. Let's see. Okay, three media found. Join. So this is the connection. How to connect it. Searching through Wi-Fi. Okay, so now it's importing these images. You can see up the top here. We're importing. And let's see, is this going to be, yeah, okay, much better quality. Okay. That looks like a pretty good image to me. So the preview that it gives you definitely is not high quality. The actual image coming out of the glasses is pretty good. As you've seen in some of my other videos, I actually filmed a whole video, or most of a video, with these glasses. Like I've mentioned before, these glasses film in portrait mode, so kind of good for social media, but not so great for YouTube. Although YouTube technically is social media, but you know what I mean, vertical mode instead of horizontal, which means that if you do want to film in horizontal mode, you actually have to take the glasses off and then turn them sideways, or crop into the image, and the image already isn't quite 4K, so not the most ideal situation if you're trying to film for YouTube, although I have used it in some of my videos, and I do just crop in or create that blurry kind of block on each side. So for TikTok, Instagram, all those sorts of things, these things are great. For YouTube, not so much. But the other thing I was going to say is that this camera, or these glasses, have a camera on one side and then a light on the other to let other people know that you're filming them or filming whatever. And loads of people have been saying it won't film if the light is covered because they don't want you going into a place filming without other people knowing. And from my experience, it's just said camera is covered, when in reality the light is covered, not the camera, and I still get the footage. But my friend was telling me the other day that he tried it and the footage, it wouldn't even record. So maybe because he has the latest, or had the latest update, and I didn't. Now I do, so let's try it. Hey Meta, take a video. Okay, so I will cover the light, and this is not the camera is on the other side. Okay, so now I will say, hey Meta, stop recording. And let's now see if that is on my phone, and it looks like it's going to work. So join. Another downside is that you have to click join every time to import stuff. Minor thing, okay. I will cover the light. All right. And this is not the camera is on. Okay, so that proves that it will record, but I did put my finger on the light after I started recording. So let's try a different thing. Let's try, say we put a sticker on the light and we wanted to record undercover. Will it record then? So I'm going to hold this on here and I'm going to say, hey Meta, start recording. All right. So I had the noise, it apparently is recording. Now let's say, hey Meta, stop recording. Okay. Now, previously, I would get a notification saying, camera was covered. So let's see if now it will actually download to my phone. And it's saying 1 media found. Okay, let's see. Do I need to join? Yes. And it's pretty quick if you have short clips. Let's see if this works. Let's play. All right, so I had the noise, it apparently is recording. Now let's... All right, looks like that worked. So for everybody out there saying that you cannot record whilst covering the camera, that is not true, you can. And for those that are wondering, you can change in the settings how long the camera records for before it stops. And that's between, I believe, 15 seconds and 3 minutes. There is no way of changing the storage on here. I believe it's like 32 gigabytes. And each time you upload, I think it kind of deletes over the old stuff. So 32 gigabytes is all you're going to get. I've never filled it up without transferring it, so I don't really know. But let's look on the app. Let's see if we can change the settings with the light as well. There are various different menu settings here. Hopefully you can see this. Try and get it without the glare. So let's do your glasses. So notification LED brightness. I previously thought that this was on the outside, but it's not. Your glasses have 2 lights, it says. I should have read this before. An inward facing notification and a front facing LED. You can only change the brightness for the notification LED. Okay, so that is the inside one. I believe that description wasn't there when I first downloaded this app, but perhaps it was. Okay, so updates, where are we? Updates, turn on updates. Okay, it's not going to tell us what we're on. I believe it's 11. And what else do we have? Gestures. Okay, gestures. You can customize gestures for the touchpad. Okay, so that is on the side here. On the side of the glasses, on the arm, there is a touchpad. It's very sensitive, and you can slide back and forth to change the volume, and you can tap to continue music, and you can tap to pause it, and you can double tap, I believe, to skip to the next track. So that's what these are, and I'll go through here. And then there's a capture button at the top of the camera, of the arms of the camera, which allows you to capture photos and videos, and that is all set up here as well. Wear detection obviously detects whenever you're wearing it, and then I guess they've had problems maybe with their microphone, because there's troubleshooting with the microphone. Okay, so yeah, here we go. Here's the version that we're on, version 11, and this is a little overview about what's new. New AI voices, including celebrities, adaptive volume. The volume will adapt to your environment. Improved media quality when sharing from the glasses. I guess they can do that with AI post-production. Send a photo close to friends with Instagram. Spotify improvements, Amazon Music improvements, and you can change the default music player. But once again, if you're an Apple Music listener, you cannot a YouTube music listener, you cannot listen to YouTube music. Shazam as well, I guess, is featured on here. Be My Eyes. This was the feature that I was talking about. So Be My Eyes says on here, if I read it like this, call a volunteer, connects those who are blind or have low vision with a Be My Eyes sighted volunteer who can assist with helping on everyday tasks. So I will have to test that, but I'm not really sure how that's going to work, but I will let you know with some updates. As for music, the music sounds like this, and I have to go through my YouTube Music app to be able to access it. But the music quality is really good. I don't know if you can hear it through this microphone, that's why I placed it here. Hopefully you can, but the quality is pretty sick. Anyway, that's Jamiroquai. I don't think I can play that for very long without having trouble with monetization in this video, so that's what you're going to get. Let's see if Meta AI can give me any information. I'm in the city of Winchester in the UK right now. Let's see if it can tell me any history about that. Hey Meta, tell me about Winchester in the UK.
Winchester is a historic cathedral city in Hampshire, England, known for its medieval cathedral, Great Hall, and connections to King Alfred the Great and Jane Austen.
Right, so Meta AI can be helpful in some ways. I think it's still a pretty low-level voice assistant in comparison to potentially ChatGPT, but it is okay. Photos out of this thing are pretty good. Connection is pretty seamless. When you open them out, when you take the glasses out of the case, they connect automatically after you've obviously set them up the first time. It's all pretty flawless, but like I mentioned in my last video, the big problem with these things is, probably for the same reason I look so silly with them today, is the fact that when it's darker in the winter time, especially here in the UK, they're pretty useless with the lenses that I got. I have kind of a gradiated, polarized version of these, and they do not change. So if I look kind of under my lower part, I get a brighter image and I get darker as it goes up, which is of course great whenever I go traveling to places like South Africa and warmer climates with a lot of glare on the water and stuff like that when I'm filming. But right now, we have a little bit of sun kind of just going over the horizon there, but it does make it harder and less useful in these climates. I'm not using these glasses at all in the winter time because it's just not practical. So I'd recommend, if you're going in and out of dark environments, or you live in a darker country, definitely get those transition lenses where they automatically transition between dark and light. Unfortunately, they don't do transition lenses that also block out polarized, that are also polarized, which would be handy for me because I shoot in a lot of glare. The battery life is pretty good. Nothing else that I haven't really said in some of my other videos. I'm going to end it here. So if you like this video, please drop a like. Add any comments in the comments down below. If you have any questions or you have any thoughts, anything that you think should be added to these glasses that maybe are not, I'd love to hear about it, and I can make new videos based on your suggestions. Subscribe if you feel so inclined. I'm going to take these silly glasses off and take this microphone off, and I'll see you guys in the next one.